morning, all of you. So, our today's topic is theories of knowledge. There are three theories related to means of knowledge. First one is rationalism, second one is empiricism, and third one is criticism. First, we will discuss about rationalism. According to this theory, the reasoning is the only source of true knowledge. Generally, we believe that there are two sources of knowledge, experience and reasoning. In day-to-day life, we gain knowledge through experience. Rationalism rejects knowledge based on experience, and it is not true. True knowledge has two features, universality and necessity. The universality of knowledge, which is true to all time, all places and all person. For example, 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. The necessity of knowledge is another characteristics. It has certainty in its truthfulness. Socrates and Plato have an emphasis on the universality of knowledge. Rationalists talk about concepts and ideas. They employ reasoning as a source of knowledge. They employ two methods. First one is deductive reasoning and second one is inductive reasoning. Now we will study about some important characteristics of rationalism. True knowledge is universal and necessary and different from day-to-day knowledge. The subject of knowledge is stable and fundamental. True knowledge originates through reasoning only. Experience is the source of knowledge, but it cannot be termed true knowledge because it is doubtful. Second theory of knowledge is empiricism. Empiricism is an epistemological theory. According to this sense, experience is the only source of knowledge and mind or reasoning has no place as a source of knowledge. According to Locke, there is nothing in our intellect which was not previously in our sense. It indicates the concepts are since the birth of a person. Locke rejects the idea of birth concepts. Knowledge is the perception of agreement or disagreement among ideas. It accepts the idea of universal knowledge. Empiricism employs the inductive method or reasoning for acquiring and developing knowledge. Empiricism has provided knowledge of physical sciences in objection from based on experience. It does not reject mathematical knowledge and employs it for developing new concepts of physical science. This type of knowledge may be universal and necessary. Important characteristics of empiricism. The day-to-day experience of a specific thing is also true knowledge. It is real knowledge. There is no concept by birth. The mental concepts are formed through experience. The mind is not active from the beginning. Initial sensations are inactive. The main element of knowledge is the concept which is through experiences. The next theory of knowledge is criticism. It is an epistemological principle. According to this theory, neither reasoning nor experience is sufficient, but their cooperation is essential. As a means of knowledge, both mind and experience are means of knowledge. It attempts to integrate them to have elective means of knowledge. Kant is of this view of criticism. Kant has given reason. They have advocated their view for the means of knowledge, experience or mind, but they have not criticized or assessed the worth of their own views in this context. These views are dogmatic according to Kant: universality, necessity, novelty. According to Kant, synthesis of mathematics and physical science has the possibility of knowledge. He has included two aspects of combined efforts: unity, plurality, totality, affirmation, negation, limitations, causality, possibility, actuality, reciprocity, substantiality, necessity. All these 12 forms are without experience. These are mental forms of an object.